What's good with you folks? This is Ray Davis coming to you with the truth. This is I Need a Mic podcast where I will be discussing mental health struggles I battle with just like you. Let's talk about it. It's a tagline I use. It's to say enough is enough. Give me my damn mic. I'm tired of the trauma I'm going through. Hey folks, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Yes, yes, yes. Now, oh my gosh, this is gonna be such a good, oh my gosh, good interview, a good episode. So I have a beautiful and wonderful guest here. Please, guest, introduce yourself.
Hi, this is Alma from Flotus Apothecary, showing up to the I Need a Mic podcast. And this is our second interview. We got to talk about that first one.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. So folks, so today's episode is to come back again in full circle. So it's just like what Alma has said that our first interview was what 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and we had just like connect on that too, and it was crazy of how like we did our first interview, and it's like now we're coming back, and we both had grown. We both had grown. We both are wiser.
Mm-hmm.
We both are wiser. We both have still acknowledged our own mental struggles, but on top of everything else that we know we had and is still struggling with, we are taking up accountabilities, responsibilities to say, I am able, I am able to do this and then some. And so that's the purpose of this interview, is to say, what, how is it we're coming in full circle? And so, oh my gosh. And so, so the theme of this, folks, is to say that, our setbacks is our setups for comebacks.
Mm.
And this is me and Alma's comeback moment. This is ours, right? This is it's just not everybody's year, but
This is our year for
this is
sure.
our year for sure. Yes. This is our year for sure, to say that we know what full circle looks like. We know what full circle feels like. We know what it is that we want to do. We know what it is how we want to do things. Then on top of it, you have beautiful children.
Yeah.
Beautiful children's come, and it's like, once again, of course, if you see the flyer, folks, and I will definitely post the flyer up on Instagram. If you have followed I Need a Mic on any other social medias, then you know the flyer's on there. So the flyer that I have on there is basically almost personal flyer. It's really her own personal flyer, because it's like how we had met. It was like, oh my gosh, she has a lot of tattoos, and it was something as in like, I know as a mother, I know her as a mother, first as a friend, no, first as a poet, then as a friend, then as a mother. And let me tell y'all, this woman will literally put her life out for her kids and then some, while she's struggling with her own mental illness. And so, oh my gosh,
The grind don't stop.
the grind does not stop for nobody. And I recently told my god kids that the grind did not stop for nobody. It doesn't. And so let's get into
Yes.
this beautiful, beautiful, wonderful episode. So first question, what have you been doing?
Man, what have I not?
So any new experiences? Any new
Uh,
experiences?
a lot. I mean, when we first met, since this is first circle, and coming back
Yes.
full circle, I was, diving into, I think all I was doing at that time was poetry.
Yes.
I was an anonymous poet,
Yes.
right?
And part-time artist.
A part-time artist. And I was using art at that time to help me be my tool to overcome the, mental diagnosis, the depressions, the anxieties, um, just dark, dark times, right? So in that, I started learning more how to take care of myself, right? So that led into like, okay, I'm checking out what's going on into my mind with my thoughts. Now, what's going on in my body?
Yes.
And that started where, Flotus Apothecary came in. And now it's like, okay, well, what am I putting into my body? How is that affecting me?
Yes.
Finding other things to drink instead of coffee. We
Yes.
got tea.
Yes. We got tea.
We got weed infused honey.
Yes. We
We started exploring.
Yes. Started to exploring so much, and then oh my gosh, folks, I'm gonna tell y'all the tea. Oh my
What's the
gosh.
tea on the tea?
The tea. What's the tea on the tea? So yeah, so of course my favorite flavor still is rose passion.
Yes.
I'm starting to in love. I'm starting to love catnip more, and it's because I had just adopted a cat. Yeah, so me and my roommates we had just
The name.
adopted Milo James.
Milo James.
Milo
Wait,
James.
tomato.
Oh my gosh, he's so sweet, the sweetie pie.
Mm.
He is a
You needed
sweetie
a
pie.
sweetie pie.
Yes, he's still very much a kitten. He was born, I believe, last year, but his kitten ways still there. So
So do
he's
you share some catnip tea, the cat lovers
oh
tea
my
with
god,
him?
no, yeah, no, not yet. So he has some catnip treats, and so with my little roommates, they were asking what was the difference between inhaling catnip and eating catnip. And so I had told them the difference of it for cats
And for
so
humans.
and for
Yeah,
humans.
how
And
it's a
so
different response.
it's a different response. And so it's like, okay, well, we definitely want to be careful with him with catnip because he's still very much a kitten, and we don't know how we
He's
don't
gonna react.
yeah how people would act to it. Yes, and so it's like let's just see what's up. And so I believe he do have some catnip treats. I haven't paid attention to how he acts, how he been acting with it, but I've been really just wanting to accept to have another animal within the household. I'm allergic to cats.
But that one you're not?
No,
See, that's how it was with my
no,
cat. And that was,
right.
that's why cat lovers tea was the thing. I had a
Yes,
cat at that time who was with me in my dark times. And it's
yes.
like the importance of having, support,
Companion,
companionship. Like it's
companionship.
something where, because I know when I was depressed and I had my cat, it's like, I gotta feed him, so I gotta feed myself.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's
let's
like
go.
right, and it's like how we do look at our animals, our pets as kids.
Hmm.
As kids. So whenever I see Milo James, I
Milo James, I love it.
So his name had came from James Dean. So my roommate has a dog named Roxy Moreau
Oh,
from Marilyn Monroe.
nice.
And so when we were trying to figure out his name, um my roommate was like, "I'm in love with James Dean" or something like James Dean, and we was all like fixed on Milo. It was like it's too much of a good fit.
Milo
It's
just went with it,
my
like match the
yes
personality.
yes it matched. And then it was like James, and I was like, "Ooh, you know what? Instead of James Dean, keep up with the old school actors and actresses names and just use James Milo James."
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, no, keep that going
That's
because
his after name. That's
Mhm.
his stage name.
That's his stage name. And so it's like it's nice to know that my roommate really wanted another pet. And it's like, no, I feel like it's time. And I even had discussed it with her that I feel like it was the perfect time and I felt that it was. And it was just off of our conversations. And it was like, no, if it's something that you and the kids, you and your family want to do, I'm up for it. Like I ready myself need to get on top of myself on making sure that the dust is not in my room. There's no fur or
But it
hair,
keeps you on top of
and it
your
keeps me on
maintenance
top of
and your
my own
environment.
maintenance. Yes,
Yeah.
on top of my own physical well-being. At that, it keeps me on top of my own physical well-being. And I was like, I need to get on top of it myself for myself because this is one of the things that's going to help me in line of my future. Because if I'm not gonna get on any type of schedule or any type of
Routine.
routine,
And that's where it's at.
and that is the important thing. is to know that the routine is going to help you out later on in your life. And so I'm like, this is going to help me practice things for myself when down the line I'm living on my own. And if I want to have an animal, okay, I know I need to vacuum my room. I need to make sure that dust is not around my walls.
It's a motivating factor
It
to get you
is.
to keep going.
And it's a positive. It's a positive. And
Yeah.
so I decided to accept it. And now I'm it's such a good thing to say I'm I am a part animal owner officially.
Yay!
Officially. And so now I'm older and like I said, I'm wiser. And so just understanding the physical well-being of myself and understanding just the environment. It's like, okay, my roommate is starting to vacuum her living room. Let me see if I need to vacuum my room too as well. And it's
Keeps
something
you on your
it keeps me on my toes, yes. And it's all the positive things that I had accept and I had instead of viewing some things as some so bad or something so negative, it's like, no, I don't want my hands to break out, no, I don't want my face to swell up. It's like, no, he's good.
Let me just keep everything clean.
Let me keep everything clean within myself because the only reason why my allergies is going to act up is if something is not right with me and I have to flush my body to say, okay, I want to flush my body of whatever toxics I had before, because that's probably where the allergy reactions is coming from. Is a lot of the toxics,
And you know
the
that
fluid,
affects your mental health.
and that affects my
So
mental
like when
health.
I started taking things out of my diet, or even just changing toothpaste,
Yes.
not eating
Yes.
processed or just changing what I was eating, your mental health changes. All of a sudden, who
Yes.
me over here was absolutely needing,
Yes.
certain types of medication, even just to be have energy, to be
Yes.
okay, right? They're like, oh, you're so depressed, you need something,
Yes.
or oh, you're so,
Yes. And that
sporadic, and it's like, no, you
right.
create a stability
Yes.
within what you're
Yes.
eating and what you're ingesting, and just
Exactly.
balance.
And that is something that's new to both of us, just to say, I want to focus on my physical well being. And it's like how before we had started recording, you had said, Ray, you looks good. And it was like, it's a compliment.
I was like, do you feel good? Because I feel that you feel good.
I do. I do. I'm feeling so much physically, I'm feeling so much better about myself. Um, mentally, I'm beyond focus. And emotionally, and it's like emotionally, I want to keep up on admitting and coming to terms with things of what they are instead of what they're not, or
So
what I don't
acceptance.
want. A lot of acceptance happening, and I had to learn that all on my. I'm still learning this all on my own. No one is teaching me how to accept things. No one is like, as far as helping me to accept it, it's like that's on me and everybody know, well, that's on Rachel to really say, hey, I have to admit to what this is instead of what I don't want it to be. And
Just
that
seeing the reality for what
is
it
seeing
is.
the reality for what it
We
is.
we can't. I think you said something about like focus on what we can control. We can't control, right? So it's
And
like the more we can't control the thing that happens, but we can control how we react, right? What we do with it. How big of a how do we let it anger us? Do we
yes.
let it make us sad? Do we let it take away
Mhm.
our power?
And then so much of it can
Mhm.
lead to resentment. It could lead to neglect. It could go into hate. And I had to really realize that what does my heart really feel? How does my heart really what when I walk outside, how would I want my heart to be presented?
Mm.
And I'm still learning on how to be careful on presenting this big heart because not everybody is
Can
going
receive it.
no, no.
Or yeah, or honestly,
Yes,
most people don't. It shocks them. I know. So I'm a hugger, right? You saw that hug that I gave you.
we
So
both
I
are.
have,
Yes,
and I'll have it where I'll hug somebody, and then after I hug them, they're like, "Oh, that was a good hug." Oh,
yes,
like it's shocking. It's
yes.
surprising
And I
that
always
the
say,
hug is actually a real hug.
right, and
Yeah.
it's
We need that. We need that genuine,
that
like,
connection. We need that
We're here.
physical connection. And I
Mhm.
have always said that if you know I'm going through something, if I know you're going through something, if I can hug you, I'm gonna hug you respectfully, but
We
I'm
feel
gonna
our
hug
hugs
you.
telepathically. How
Yes.
many times have we been like sending you a hug right now?
Oh my gosh,
Some
so
shit was happening.
many,
Yeah.
so many times, and it's like it's been various times where I'm like, let me hit you up and see how you doing, and it's like it took me a minute to say, okay, I'm not gonna always check up on people, and I wanted to say that it's okay.
Hmm.
That's and it's part of my new experiences as well too. Is to say it's okay. It's
Hmm.
okay. We could all just say there's no ill will, no harm, no
I
foul.
see it as we're existing. We're still
Yes,
simultaneously
and we
existing.
are.
And then our paths are like, and I'm like, hey, I'll see you downtown. I've seen you
Yes,
at the art walk. I've
yes.
seen you at like the 4th of July
Oh my
events. It's
gosh.
just random
Yes,
things. Like I'm
random
always running
things.
into you.
Yes, and it's like it's that positive reconnecting. It's that
Hmm.
positive. Is that positive reconnecting to say, hey, I know you. I know you.
And to
I know
think we
you.
met on a computer screen, on a Zoom screen, doing poetry by the bay,
Yes.
on a Zoom call. We
Yes.
didn't even know what we looked like. We
Mm-mm.
just see the
Nothing. Just
names. I
screen.
was
Yes.
mucho psycho at that time.
Yes. Oh my gosh, y'all.
You didn't know if I was a
I'm
guy, if
telling
I
you.
was a dude.
Oh my
Who was
gosh.
gonna
I
pop up?
was I was like, who the hell is Future? What?
It's
What?
mucho psycho.
Right. And then I was like, wait, oh, that's a woman.
And then it's little old me. And then I started doing some hecka depressing poems, and then you're like, ooh, I got one.
Mm-mm.
I could match that bad.
Yes. It was the fact that it wasn't is I wouldn't consider as trauma bonding. I consider it
No.
as trauma releasing.
Yes.
And
We're
we both
bonding in the
released,
releasing of the
yes.
trauma.
Yes, and then we're doing it by what we love to do, which is writing. And
Mhm.
of course, every now and then I know that you paint and you draw. And with me doing a podcast, this is my form of art.
Yes.
And it's like, but it's a good form of art because look at what I'm doing. I'm giving it back into the community that I had grew to love, that I had grew to say, okay, I
It can
may
hold
not,
me.
yes, it could hold me. And I'm
Mhm.
allowing it to hold me a little bit at a time. Yeah, there's still some things that I'm still learning on how to, how to manage, how to navigate, how to say no, how to say I'm not interested, how to say not now, or how to
Like
say
my daughter says,
anyways.
no, thank you.
Come on now.
No, thank you.
Come on now. Come on now.
I'm gonna start saying that when my boss says,
Yes.
hey, can we meet? No, thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Boss, if you're
So,
hearing this,
yes, yes, yes. So, how is Flawless Apothecary doing?
man, we are. I mean, now it's me making
Mm-hmm.
small batches of medicine, and it goes by like this last batch. I made a lot of pain relief medicine. So I did rosemary oil. I did some arnica oil for topical pain relief.
Yes.
Some massage oils.
Yes.
Still doing my tea blends.
Yeah.
I got a new one called Lotus Dreams. And it has lotus leaves, some mugwort, so it's a little bit more psychoactive.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know.
No, I'm definitely going to be
Yes.
investing more in your tea bags because it helps.
And it's just to have, and you know that everything that I've made, it's like packed with goodness. You know, like I'm individually packing all of this. Like my, the intention, the blessing goes out.
Yes.
And yeah, so I've been one coming back to like just seeing what else I can make. Like I did, like body butter. That was really good.
Yes, that and also saw you do like some salt.
Oh, the bath salts.
The bath
Yes,
salts.
yeah. So that one, and I use the Mediterranean Dead Sea salt. So it was like, it's just good. I like it for a foot soak.
Yes, no, no, that's
Listen, all
definitely.
of like all of the stuff basically what Florida Apothecary what it shifted to is to the things that I'm making for myself that I'm using that I'm already replacing.
Yes, ma'am.
When I have the capacity, I want to make a batch and then I get to share it.
Yes.
You know,
That.
we're not at this big capacity where I'm like machine line making stuff.
Yes. Right.
You know, it's very
Right.
intentional as it comes up, as it's needed.
Yes.
Um, as there's capacity, because like you said, I got
Yes.
children, I
Yes.
got a job.
Yes.
My job, by the way, is very, very aligned with like my just like mental health. Like I literally do wellness programming for adults.
Yes. Thank
So I'm over there talking to them like, okay, guys, we're gonna connect our mind, body, and
Yes.
soul.
Yes, 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 yes. And so speaking of mental health, how has your mental health been and any new challenges?
Man, so it's been where it's tried and tested how important a routine is,
Yes.
how important knowing what my capacity is, what I need, that I know I need my sunlight when I get up in the morning.
Yes,
I need
ma'am.
to go out before I'm talking to anybody,
Yes, ma'am.
touch the air outside,
Yes.
feel hear the birds, right?
Yes.
How I'm eating, the importance of moving every day. I do it where I have to move at least once a day,
Yes.
whether it's a dance, whether it's a
Yes.
yoga, whatever it is, I gotta move. Make
That's
you know.
that's what I've been and that's what
Mhm.
I've been doing is wanting to work out.
Yes,
And so
call it. I started
yes.
calling it movement, and it
Yes.
makes it so much more
Yes.
approachable. If I'm like, I need to exercise.
Yes.
Exercise sounds like work.
No.
And listen, I've
Yes.
done enough work.
Yes.
I'm not a not hard worker,
Yes.
but I'm at a point now where I want to enjoy whatever it is that I'm doing. It could be hard, but I'm enjoying it.
And
The
that's
joy
what
and the discipline.
yes, and that's what I felt when I started to wanted to physically work on my physical well being
Mhm.
because I felt like my mental is good. My mental, like I said, it's beyond focus. My emotional, it's like yeah, I know I still it's best for me to keep on adding more work into it.
Mhm.
And then my physical, I was like, I know I have to physically do it. So for me to get ready to physically focus on my well being, I need to ask my doctor, hey, can you test me? Hey, do I need a physical? Do I need this? Do I need that?
Mhm. So you took that initiative
Yes.
of speaking up for yourself and seeing what your body needs.
And to say, I'm getting
Mhm.
ready.
Mhm.
And this was my source of getting ready was to say, I know I'm gonna have to hit on my doctor here and there. I know I'm gonna have to suck it up and go to these appointments. And I'm like, no, this is part of physical well being. So
Mhm.
my physical well being is gonna be important leading to this remaining year, the rest of this year.
Yeah.
And it's gonna lead to the next year as well too. Because while I'm working on it now, getting started with it now, getting the hang of it
Yeah.
now,
Have it.
habit of it now, then leading to next year, it's like, okay, how am I going to manage it?
That's already going to be second nature.
And that's
You're
going to be
already just
second
going to
nature.
be knowing,
Yes.
okay, oh, it's
Yes.
every day. You're
Yes.
going to just feel, man, I haven't moved my body.
Yes.
Hold on. And man, I feel so much better. So, yeah, so the importance of that, because I've noticed that in the times where you asked about new challenges,
Yes.
and when there has been a challenge, it's because that routine, whatever was going on, is completely gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's those life crisis
Mm-hmm.
transitions, moments, big
Life be
things
life.
where it's like, right, life be life. And it's like, yo, anything
Life.
that could happen,
Yes.
happened.
Yes.
So I feel like in the last 3 years since we've done this interview,
Yes.
I'm like running, running, working, working. And then I reach a point of burnout, right? Burnout. And if while I'm in burnout, some crazy life shit happens, oh, it's a wrap. I have a breakdown. My nervous system is wrecked, right? And now I have to go through a time of like extra healing
Mm-hmm.
and nurturing and back
Yes.
into my nourishing. So
Mm-hmm.
I've seen, okay, there's a peak every year at whatever point, right? There's
Yes.
a time and I'm seeing what were those factors?
Yes.
Oh, high stress. Oh, no support. Oh, this happened and that happened. Oh, financial stress. All of these things. So I'm like, okay,
So
it's
much.
not just Alma deciding to go
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
cuckoo bananas, as we call it,
Yes.
in my
Yes.
house.
Yes. Yes.
It's not a choice that I made.
Yes.
It
No.
was, man, all of this is happening. My brain in that moment is just like, oh, we're just gonna sit here
Yes.
and
And just relax.
yep. And then I start my process backwards. Like this
Yes.
year I got hurt at work,
Mm.
which resulted in financial stuff,
Oh my
which
God.
resulted in, oh, I might get evicted.
Mm.
It was like a little snowball, right? And it
Mm.
rolled, it
Mhm.
got bigger.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And it got so big where my family's like, Mama, we don't know how to help you because you don't know how to help yourself. And I'm
Yes.
just like, I don't think anything could help me other than
Just praying and breathing
brave and coming in
and
every day
maintenance, yes.
and restarting. Like,
Yes.
okay, what do I need? Am I eating?
Yes.
Am I sleeping? Yes. Okay, great. And those things, because I already had those habits and those second natures, the bounce back, that
Yes.
comeback
That comeback.
comes
Yes.
back quicker.
Yes.
Because we already set ourselves up where I'm like, I know my prime time. I know what, what my body would need right now. I know
Yes,
what
ma'am.
my environment needs to look like. Right.
And it was definitely as far as environment, that was something that I'm still learning.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you know, I have a big heart, and I love to give love, and I love to show this is what I'm capable of doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the mental and the emotional support, for us, the physical support. That's something that we all can do individually, because we all are learning what is best for us to do physically. And so with all of that, I'm just like, I know I'm here just as a support cast member, but I'm like, I'm good as a support cast member. I'm the best.
I'm right. I'm the
Right.
best hype woman
I'm
right here.
telling you, I am truly the best support cast member. It's like I need that Oscar, y'all. I'm the best supporting role. Yes, best supporting role. I'm telling you. And so I started to just learn that support doesn't go both ways.
Mm.
And even with my business, I have not only this podcast, not only the poetry, not only the platform, but also have merch now.
Mm.
And so I'll show you the beanie. I have the beanie in my bag.
Mm.
Yes, I'll show you the beanie. And so it's like just knowing that I'm not a beggar, knowing that I'm like, if you're interested, it's all up to you. But it's like I don't want to say if you're interested. I want to say here you go. Here's my business card. If you would like to look and see whatever else I have on there, and if you're interested in doing an interview with me, you're more than welcome contacting me. And then of course. I may wear my beanie, or I may wear my hoodie, and I'd be like, I'd be like, yeah, this is part of my, yes, yeah, and this is something that it's like with support, I have to support myself more than not accepting, than expecting it from everyone else. Because, like how we just saying, life be life with people. Life be, and it be life with people mentally,
And right now,
physically,
everybody's going through
emotionally.
it.
Yes,
So it's
financially.
like we each
Yes.
got, it's like we're each responsible to
Yes,
see
ma'am.
what we need to float. And
Yes,
then if
ma'am.
you got a big enough boat,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can start showing others how to build their boats, how to connect it. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yes.
where the support. But
Yes.
first, you
Yes.
got to have your boat
Yes.
because
Yes.
you can't have nobody
No.
if you're
Yes.
you're on water.
And that was something that I had to really learn the hard way. So just to overcome that and to manage it as well too, just to say it's okay if they're not going to support me. I'ma still just support them for whatever products it is that they have going on,
That's who you are.
and that's who I am. And I'm just like, okay, personally, it's going to take a minute for me to want to say, okay, yes, I can support you emotionally. Yes, I can support you mentally. I will do all the things. I will help pick you up off the floor when you're down. It took me a minute to say, no, I'm sorry. I'm still just picking myself off the floor.
You
I'm
can still
still
check on
managing it.
somebody on
I
the
still
floor.
check on somebody on the floor, be like, hey, I'm gonna sit here with you. I'm gonna sit here with you, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna sit here with you, and I'm gonna be, hey, you wanna cry? Let's cry. I've been frustrated too. I've been
Like
upset
I'll feel
too.
my emotions next to
Yeah,
you. Yeah, with you.
and it's like,
And sometimes that's it. 'Cause
and it's okay, and it's okay. Like I had to recently one of the things that I have been really struggling with is to step forward into accepting my past relationships.
mm,
And I can say I forgave. I can say I forgave this person, that person, this person, that, but do I really feel it?
mm,
And with that,
well,
yes. And then it's like, okay, before I forgive the individuals or the individual, do I forgive myself? And I had to learn Thursday. There's still some parts of me I haven't forgave, and that includes with my relationships. And it was like there's so many red flags there, and then it's like, okay, I get the red flags there, but I don't want to admit that I was with someone. And it's like, no, Rachel, admit
Hmm.
it, because this is really what it
It's like we
is.
saw the red flag, we still got on the ride, we
Mm-hmm.
did it, we did the dang thing. We thought it was maybe
Yes.
gonna turn out a different way, even though
Yes.
we saw it fly that same
Yes.
way. It's okay.
Yes. And it was something that I had to say, okay, I haven't forgave myself at this. On this point, I haven't
And that's
forgave
why it
myself.
came back up to
And
show you
this,
that
yes.
within yourself.
Yes. And then what also helps is knowing that you do have a circle who would say, no, you're, tell me when I'm wrong. And I've always had said, if I'm wrong, let me know when I'm wrong. And then I will correct myself for the future, because how am I going to do better if I
You
don't
don't know
know
better.
better? And so with it, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and admit that I was with someone for 6 years, and this was an actual straight up relationship. Even though I may not like to say it was, or I may not like to feel that it was,
Mm.
but it's best to
It
admit
happened.
to it, to that power. And that's the acceptive of it, is to admit that power. To say the power was there. You gave it to someone, and they didn't know how to appreciate it. So now it's like, take that power back, say what it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, say you was in a relationship. I don't want to. I hate it. Okay, still say it. And then now I'm working on the forgiveness of myself to say, yes, I was in a romantic relationship with somebody who I'm not with no more, and this is what had happened. It didn't work out, and it's like, crap. When am I going to find love, or when can love accept me as much as I have accepted love? And so that's been my challenge, is just to say it is what it is,
Mm-hmm.
instead of what I don't want it to be. And I I was like, okay, I gotta forgive myself for this. I really need to deeply forgive. That's part of my challenges. It's still forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
It's my theme for a minute,
Well,
because
just learn or just remind yourself
learn.
that they
Yes.
are helping you even when you're
Yes.
getting hurt or even when they are rejecting or when they're not communicating. However, the
Mhm.
relationship happened, that was the lesson. Like,
Yes.
so, shifting, not so much
Hmm.
forgiveness, but now just be grateful,
Yes.
gratitude. Like,
Yes.
you know what? Thank you for teaching me
Hmm.
this lesson. Thank you for the time that you did
And
spend it with me.
yes, come on now.
Thank you for what I was able to
Yes.
experience with
Let's
you
talk
while I
about it.
was here, you know? Yeah, and
Let's.
just stay. When you stay
Yes.
in that gratitude, what that does is that in turn shifts you in a space where now you can receive. Now you can receive love because you're already in a heart open
Yes.
space.
Yes.
Sometimes if we get stuck in like, well, I gotta forgive or I
Yes.
gotta, it's still a harsh
It
emotion,
is.
you know, and we want to shift ourselves to be in
Mm-hmm.
a more loving space. So it's like, you know what? Thank you.
Yes. And that
Thank
was something that I've had learned more now this year, is to accept whatever I am receiving and take it for what it is, and then move on to the next thing. It's like, I don't always want to be hanging on a thread with people.
you. Mm.
I want to accept the whole ball of yarn.
Dang.
I want to accept the whole ball of yarn. And it's like, okay, this ball of yarn has stabilized certain parts of myself. Because as we know, when a ball of yarn gets unraveled,
Hmm.
it's the symbol to say, okay, I'm just unraveling. So how can I make sure this ball of yarn is still intact in its shape?
Hmm.
Admit the things that holds it.
Mm.
Admit the things that is like
That's
giving
keeping it together. Yeah,
keeping it
what was
together.
there? Hmm.
And it's like a ball of yarn is such a good metaphor. Just to say.
You're rolling with it. Get
Yeah.
rolling with it.
So it's like the ball of yarn is a good metaphor, just to say I know where my power is, and it is in my hand, because it's a ball. It's a ball of power. It's my power, and I'm accepting it right here.
Hmm.
And so before,
Start juggling with
and
it.
just start
Have fun
juggling with
with
it,
it.
managing it.
Yep.
And that's the whole part of us just juggling, is managing. And it's like, how are we going to manage this? How are we going to manage that? No, I got this.
Hmm.
I got this. I got the strength. I got the mentality. Um,
I got the
the
power.
I got the power, and then it's like with the emotions, like no, this is gonna feel so good to just let the emotional release,
Hmm.
just to say this was good,
Hmm.
this was
And give
possible,
yourself the ability to
yes,
sit in the goodness.
and this was possible. That's one of the things that I have told God. My one of the things I'm going to be teaching my God kids is knowing what is possible,
Mm.
knowing that this is something you can do, knowing that this is something that you can accept, knowing that this is something you can search for, this is something that you know you can grasp.
Hmm.
Things like that. Things like to say it's possible. It's like how players, football players, baseball players, basketball players, um, win their first win their first big match or big
Game.
big game, and they always pop up on a mic and say anything is possible. It's like, no, say that louder.
Mm.
Anything is possible. And then to say, okay, yeah, not everything is possible. No, think about it. You could always flip the negative into a positive. How are we going to flip the negative into a positive? We know it's possible.
Hmm.
And so,
If you can think it, if you can
yes,
imagine it, you can create it.
oh my
It
gosh.
can come to life.
And that's been the glory of it. It's knowing that certain things you wouldn't thought that would happen or you wasn't expecting to happen so
Hmm.
quickly or such of a long period of time or short period of time, you're finding out now this was possible all along. I
Hmm.
just had to do this. I just had to do that. And so now,
Adjust this,
and
adjust
just
that.
this,
Yep. And
yes,
it's like, oh, I
yes,
was using my character wrong. I
that
needed to
part,
prep me with this, with that, with this
yes,
equipment, to
yes,
proper. Yeah.
yes. And it was like, okay, let me figure this out. Let me figure that out. And so I've been just busy in the community. I've been coming
Hmm.
to the second Saturday Vallejo
Oh yeah.
in the last 2 months. This month I had went to perform, and then the end of this month I'm gonna also be going on August 31st to also perform as well too.
Oh, look at
Yes, yes,
you.
yes, yeah. So when that flyer comes out, you already know I'm gonna share it.
Hmm.
You already know I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna say share it, post it, comment.
Please.
Yes, save the date, save the time in case people want to know. Because it's like it's also going to be a chalk walk.
Mm. Oh, so they do the different art walk, well, art.
I'm gonna be my first time attending it,
Hmm.
so I'm interested in knowing what's going to be available
The
to
Vallejo
kids.
be popping out with
So
most.
many.
It's yeah. There's, but I've seen it like flourish because I know there was a time where I would suggest things like this, and I was like,
Yes,
oh, that would be nice. But Vallejo would never. Man,
that
we be having
part.
what we have sound bowl, group meditation. We got yoga at the marina.
Yoga at the
Like,
Marines.
dude, and then those are like my homegirls. Those are my friends that are doing that. I'm like,
Yes.
yeah.
And there's so many things that the marina has also held. There's so many spaces I seen not only yoga, but I seen bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have been bike riding, some people
Yep.
have been running.
There's so much more live music now.
So
I
much
love
live
it.
music, yes. Then the vendors, oh my gosh, these
Hmm.
vendors. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to have your vendor
I know.
host at
It's
Second
just
Saturday Vallejo.
yes.
And I know that financially it's a journey,
Mm-hmm.
but I know it's possible.
Mm-hmm. Is anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Anything is possible. So, what is next for your business?
So next, I mean, I think I've shifted. I will always make medicine because that's not going to stop ever. But I do like the exploration more like lectures and classes and workshops and group settings. I'm doing that right now, like with the company I work for in Napa, and I've done it around different counties. But I want to bring that here to Vallejo, and just like, because what we're like, when I'm doing classes, like, man, we are
Yes.
learning just how to be in our bodies, the
Yes.
mending the relationship with our bodies,
Yes.
knowing, and then that in itself, like we're learning about how emotions cause illness and how it's all connected. You cannot disconnect the mind, body, and soul.
Mm-mm.
You cannot. And
You
your
can't.
mental health and your physical health and
Yes,
your
ma'am.
emotional health,
Yes,
those
ma'am.
are all interconnected.
No, exactly.
So I will be looking to doing more workshop geared
Yes, ma'am.
activities. It's like we mentioned something about managing. It's literally just about managing
Yes,
time
ma'am.
and just saying, okay,
No.
what do I have a capacity to do?
Yes.
Because I do have a full-time job and I'm a
Yes.
full-time mom.
Yes.
And I'm a
Yes.
full-time Alma, which does a whole bunch. I'm always
Yes.
creating something. So I really want to be able to set up a time where I could share it.
Yes, ma'am.
Because
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
I
No,
can't
that's
I
the.
can't stay in the hiding forever. I only come out every
Yes.
so often.
Yes.
So I want to be consistent and like, okay, this is
Yes.
where you'll always find me. Hey, this is what I have going on.
Yes.
But once I have that calendar going of as far as activities, I will let you know.
Yes.
And we can
No, that would
promote it out
definitely.
there.
Yes, no, that would definitely work out, and I will also reach out to help out too. Um,
Let's do
and
some writing
yes,
groups. I know you do
writing
your
workshop.
writing
Yes.
workshop.
Yes, I do my writing workshop. I'm also interested in having it on different days too with certain people. So if I'm going to be collabing with somebody, I'm interested in having it on different days other than just on Tuesday. I know Tuesday is everybody's work day, and I know it's during the morning, like it's 12 to no 11 to 12:30, and so I don't like to take nobody's day away from them. And I know that sometimes various vacations, like how summer has just been very interesting, and it's been very interesting here too. And so at times, like I said, I'm not. I just what was it this past Tuesday or last Tuesday? Um, one of the clerks had mentioned to me that someone had asked about my writing workshop, and she didn't know the name with the face, so she met me. She was like, "Are you Rachel?" I was like, "Yes, I am." And so it was nice to know that somebody out here in Vallejo is asking about my writing workshop. So saying that is possible, I can now say it.
Yes.
I can now say, okay, it's possible for somebody just to ask. It's just one person. It's fine.
That's all it
It's fine.
takes.
It's yes. It's like I
You
said,
just need one
whatever.
fan,
Yes, one
one
fan.
person that wants to
One.
listen to you.
Yes, and it's all about just knowing how you are as an artist, and then knowing that there's so many kids who are writing, and it's like knowing, helping them to develop their voice and their vocal identities, and to also help them out as artists as well as too. Like I was so many of these kids' age. I started writing when I was 9, and so I was these.
Dear diary.
Yes, it was stories. Yes.
We all started
Yes,
there.
it was stories. And so to look into now and just knowing that I was their age when I started writing, and I didn't know about all these communities, events, and outreach programs until I got older. And it's like, okay, of course, just as us as 80s babies, we're like, how come that
90s
it's
over
not,
here.
yes,
I'm a
90s, yes,
90s.
yes, 90s and 80s babies. And it's like, how come this wasn't offered when blank, 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 blank? How come this wasn't going on with blank, blank, blank? And it's like, no, it's okay.
This is where we are now.
This is where we are now. Let's focus on the is and not the was. And that's what the whole purpose of it is to say, I want to focus on the what is, not the what was. I know the was is what I would have wanted, but the is what I'm going to accept. And that's the whole purpose of that quote. And so, oh my gosh. So, oh my gosh, last question. Oh my God, I don't know what this to end.
I know.
I don't know. I don't. But oh my gosh, hype yourself. Please let the folks know about your business page, and pages, and where to find it.
So I have my Lotus Apothecary Instagram, and I'm also on there as Lotus Udith, which is my public account. Um, as far as what I got going on, well, I had mentioned I'm always making small batches of medicine, so just keep out, just watch Lotus, and I'll like right now I have some products that I have in there that I'll be posting. Um, and then the more so would be the workshops. I'm looking to, there's a, Integrity downtown.
Yes.
I might be popping in and being a guest
Oh, cool.
facilitator for their moving So I was talking with Amana, who's in charge there. So we came up with it's a moving with Mary Jane.
Oh, cool.
So
Oh, wow. Interesting.
yeah.
Interesting.
So it's that will be I will be doing those classes, but I'm looking to do more classes like
Yes, ma'am.
that, just whether it's just movement or more lecture based,
Yes, ma'am.
like support group settings. Like I
Yes.
think we need spaces to come and talk
Mm-hmm.
um, about different topics, you know.
Yes, and that's definitely something that I'll be also interested in talking to you about
Yeah.
after as well
Because
too.
I know when I was going through it, one thing that I kept asking my doctor, I was like, "Is there any support groups?"
Yes.
They're like, "Well, there's this one," but it's not really so open and so
Come on now.
welcoming. So I think right now, especially man, with so much going on in the world, I think a support system is so important.
We all need it.
Right. And if I'm able to curate and facilitate a
Yes, ma'am.
space in which we know it'll be judgment free,
Yes, ma'am.
it'll be open space for you
Yes.
to let out whatever it
Yes.
is that you're going through and know that it'll be caught and held.
And we're all going
And we can go through it with you and be thread and process.
yes, and one thing that I really want to see within these groups is knowing that we all have a vocal identity and our vocal identity should all be acknowledged,
Mm-hmm. It's your
cherished,
story, it's your
appreciated.
voice,
Yes.
yeah.
And it's like sometimes it's like sometimes somebody may help me with just correcting on how I view certain things, and it's like what I could be saying could be wrong in somebody else's ear. Okay, help me understand how to switch that view.
Because it's all about views and
It's all
perspectives.
about different views and perspectives, and that's
We're all looking through different
and
lenses,
we're
different
all learning.
glasses.
Yes, and we're all learning. So before, oh my gosh, before we really say bye bye, let's go ahead and close this out with a closeout quote. Alma, are you interested in reciting the closeout quote?
Yes, of course. That's why I have these glasses
Mm-hmm.
on.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it
Okay.
is. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do this closeout
Yes, it
quote.
is. Yes, so the closeout quote. Don't know who said this, but whoever did, thank
Thank
you.
you. I love it.
Yes.
I love how you had to throw that in there. By the way, we don't know
No,
who said
we
this. We're
don't know.
not plagiarizing.
No, we're
Okay.
not.
Uh, so here goes. Focus on what you can control instead of worrying about what isn't in your control. Let go of distractions. Stressing won't take you close to your dreams. One small step a day can change life in the most wonderful ways. Go after your goals without excuses. Take action. Make it happen. Okay, Captain?
Come on now, you felt good saying that, huh? You felt
It's an
good.
affirmation.
It is. It really is. So, oh my gosh, folks. So now you have heard us speak some truth. This is our way of passing the mic to you. We hope our courage, will, and drive motivate you. Y'all take care,
Yes.
stay safe, and I cannot stress this any further enough. If you have kids, please kiss them babies every day. Thank you, y'all.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, yes, yes.